What's up everyone, welcome back to another video. So as you may know, I recently got done with summer shredding with Kristen Guzman, and a few days have been really good. I've been able to eat more. I've had a few cheat meals, cheat snacks along the way, but actually right now I decided that I'm going to take this week off of working out just to let my body recover. It's been through a lot the last few months, and I just needed like my joints, and my shoulder's been giving me a lot of problems in the last pretty much the last year. So I'm just hoping that it heals up so that I can hit the weights again normal next week. But what I wanted to share with you guys today is some of the tips that I've learned along the way through summer shredding. I really learned a lot, not only about dieting and nutrition and working out, but a lot about myself and how much motivation and discipline it takes to get to a really lean state. So this list that I came up with is things that I wasn't doing before my prep started and that I learned to incorporate into my prep to help me be more successful and consistent. So I think one of the biggest tips that really helped me was to learn to volumize my meals. What I mean by that is, have a lot of fiber in the meals, whether that be adding veggies, fruits, complex carbs, those kinds of things really made my meals feel more full than they actually are. They're still gonna be low calorie meals, but it's just gonna feel like I'm eating a lot more food for less calories. And in the long run, that's going to keep me full longer, which is a bonus because I don't want to feel hungry all day. That's the worst feeling when you know you only get a certain amount of calories and you've already eaten most of those calories for the day. So that's one of the first things I got pretty good at, because a few times during the prep I ate way too many calories early in the day, and then by the time dinner came around, I could only have a few hundred and then nothing after that, and I'm like starving all night, and it's a nightmare. So that's one thing that I really focused on, making sure I volumize my meal. Another thing that was really important that kind of goes with volumizing the meals is to drink a lot of water. So I go through these short spells of actually hitting my daily water intake that I want to hit every day, and then I'll go weeks or months without drinking hardly any water just because I get lazy or it gets monotonous. So that's one thing that especially the last month of my prep, I really try to get close to a gallon every day. A gallon's a lot, especially when when you don't have water available to you. Let's say you're doing something or you're at work and you don't have water sitting right next to you. It's kind of hard to get a full gallon in because you don't want to drink all your water before bed when you're at home. Because what I mostly shoot for was over 100 ounces of water. If I got over 100 ounces, I thought of that as a successful day of drinking water. And I really tried to focus on that towards the end of my prep when I wasn't eating as much food, so I wanted to keep my belly full of something when that happened to be water. So while we're on the subject of staying full longer, one of the biggest things that I had never incorporated into any of my lifestyle in the past is drinking a lot of caffeine. For anyone who's known me growing up, they would know that I don't drink coffee, that I don't like coffee, I don't like the taste of it. But recently, within the last about 6 months, I've started drinking more coffee. I've learned to like the taste, and it was actually a big part of my prep towards the last month and a half, because like I said, when I'm not eating as much, I feel hungrier throughout the day, but the caffeine is actually a natural appetite depressant. So sometimes when I'm sitting at work and I'm just thinking about food all the time, I'll go drink, a half cup or a cup of coffee, and coffee is like 0 calorie pretty much, there's not many calories in coffee. And that would honestly fill my stomach up a little bit, and the caffeine would suppress my hunger just for a little bit to keep my mind off of food. And that helped me a lot. I used that actually a lot, probably more than I should have, but it did help keep me from eating more calories and breaking my diet and staying disciplined. So I really liked incorporating that into my diet, and now I think I have a little bit of a caffeine addiction, but oh well. Another thing that really helped me lean out and shred body fat was doing cardio. Now, I'm the type of person that hates cardio. I will avoid cardio at all costs, so it had to be done. Cardio is super essential to really lowering your body fat, because you can only lower your calories so much. You need to be in a caloric deficit. So doing cardio, burns 200, 300, 500 calories, and that's 500 calories that is technically not a part of your diet, if you're adding up the total amount of calories eaten versus expended. So cardio is super helpful in helping you keep, your low calorie totals. But so like I said, I hate cardio. I don't like doing it. I'm super bored the whole time. So like I said, I really hate cardio. So what I would do is a thing called low intensity steady state cardio. This is where your heart rate is between 125 and 145 beats per minute, That's the ideal range for burning fat. And I would either walk on a treadmill or on a stair stepper. I'd throw some headphones in and I'd watch either a YouTube video or listen to a podcast. That was the best way to pass the time for me. Cardio was essential. Find something that you like to do. For me, it was walking on a treadmill or a stair stepper and watching a YouTube video. So find something that you enjoy and that you can be consistent with. And the last and probably one of the most important things that I learned throughout this whole prep is that discipline is key. You need to be disciplined to be able to achieve a goal. When I started this 90-day journey, I set a goal that I really wanted to see how far I could get, how shredded I could get, how low body fat could I get. And no matter how hard it was going to take me to get to that point, no matter how hard I had to work, I was willing to put in the work. And a lot of people set goals and they don't follow through with them, and I've done that in the past too, but this time I just really wanted to set a goal for myself and achieve it. Really, that was the most important thing, and I was going to do whatever it took possible to reach this goal that I set for myself. And no one else is going to hold you accountable for this. It's going to be you who's going to hold yourself accountable. You are the only person that can motivate yourself, that can force you to go out and put the work in to be able to achieve your goals. So just keep that in mind whenever you set a goal for yourself, not just through dieting or summer shredding. Just make that like a motto in life. You got to have discipline week in and week out to be able to make progress towards your goals. So that's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, maybe hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one.